Super Idol di Charo, domain to attend by Chung for the.
I watched the Avatar live action. It's not complete dog shit, but maybe a little bit of sprinkled dog shit on your food. It's not that bad. Listen, and it might be different for people who never watched the show. So, but overall, even with that, like, it's still on its own. It's like I was like, let's just get into it. It's I don't think compared to like Twitter is like freak like, oh my god, the show is bad, it's terrible. I mean, it's yeah, but they're just making it like really worse than what it is. I think maybe things I liked. It ain't a lot. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. Actors were cool. Yeah, I fucked with the actors. With what they were given to them and with the circumstances, yeah, they were pretty good. Everything, like people might say, "Oh my gosh, like why is Aang or something this way?" It's not. It's really not him. Yeah, he actually did a good job. It's really with the people behind the scenes, like the writers and stuff. We already knew the main writers, like the OGs writers of the show left. So we already knew it wasn't, it wasn't gonna be that. Yeah. We already knew some change was coming. It's a lot of change, but either way, the actors were good. They were fine. Outfits were nice. I like the outfits. I like the Fire Nation outfits a lot. The wigs with the wigs were some of the wigs. I know Kia. I think she used her real hair. Like a lot of them use their real hair and like shave their own hair and stuff. But like when I think of the wigs, I think of mostly like the Northern Water tribe. That just pops in my head like immediately. Princess Yue. Wow. I mean, it's just crazy. And then the bald dude. I think the bald dude shit was like the worst. Like, I feel like I could see the outline. I think I did see the outline of where they put the bald cap on his. Yeah. So there's that. But anyways, the bending was good. Yeah, I liked the bending. I especially liked the earth bending. Really liked that. I think it was fine. I was scared a little bit, but One Piece, kind of my hand on my shoulder told me everything's okay. So everything it worked out. CGI is actually good. Yeah, it was fine. Like especially Ko. I liked Ko, especially with the spirits. Wan Shi Tong looked pretty nice. Appa looked nice. I was like, ooh, Momo. And Momo was fine, but it was just like, ooh, Momo. Okay, but yeah, it was fine. It was fine. The depictions of the environs. I like the depictions. E. E. No, but I mean, like the art style and stuff that they were going for was fine. With the Northern Water Tribe was like my favorite background. I'm not gonna lie, I was actually surprised because Southern Water Tribe background. I don't know. It's kind of Southern Water Tribe. I don't know. It felt a little bit worse than Northern Water Tribe, but I like the Northern Water Tribe. Omashu was, and let's just get into what I didn't like. The green screen. Oh fuck, it was horrible. Oh my gosh. I mean, when it was at the Southern Water Tribe with the first episode, it was like, okay, whatever, sure. But then when we got to them riding on Appa and shit, I was like, what the hell? I think House of the Dragons was kind of like similar. It wasn't like, I think that it was the same type of, maybe it was a bit better because, it's House of Dragons, Game of Thrones. But the Appa ride, and I was like, okay, well, you can tell. You can for sure tell. But I don't think it was that bad. What really got me was when they went to Omashu, like continuing throughout the story. Oh my gosh. The green screen in that was, it was just, for me, it was horrendous. I'm sorry. It was bad, bro. It was bad. I like the depiction of Omashu. Like, yeah, I it was in my, I like the depiction. But I think it was with the lighting because the lighting just changed like in Omashu. And I don't know what they were going for, like I don't know, like an Avatar feel, like their own type of feel, but it was just bad, especially on the bridge. And then you see the gates of Omashu just opening. No, I didn't like that. Surprisingly, I liked the Northern Water Tribe. I think that looked the best. 8 episodes. 8 episodes is not enough. I keep saying this with every Netflix show, literally, especially like with the cartoons and the animes and stuff that Netflix makes. 4 to 8 episodes, no longer than 8 episodes. And at most, but it depends. But yeah, just 4 to 8 episodes. It's not enough to flesh out the show, bro. Like it really isn't. It was, and I guess in general, if it was like a regular cartoon or show, it'd be like 16 episodes because it's like the episodes are like an hour long or so, and like regular shows are like 25 minutes or so. It still didn't help. Yeah, it still didn't help because now the pacing is like it has to be moved up, you know, like it has to go in the show, and you know that because of that they have to mash everything together, and so you see a whole bunch of niggas in Omashu. I was like, wait a minute, that's that nigga Jet. What the fuck is Jet doing on Omashu? Yeah, I mean, it's been a second since I watched the actual show, but I'm just like, Jet is not in Omashu. Jet is in a swamp. What's going on? And then I saw Wan Shi Tong not in the library. I'm like, wait, Wan Shi Tong's library? That don't look like a library to me. What the fuck is going on? So I get it why they did that, mainly because of the 8 episode margin. I mean, that's just my reasoning for it. It could be just because, you know, they don't know how to make this show. But it's just, oh my gosh. And yeah, so you have Zuko, you have Jet and his team, and then you got Team Avatar all in Omashu. What? Crazy. Yeah, so they just mashed like a bunch of shit together. They changed like the story around too, you know. And that's why writing is kind of bad. I mean, it's not terrible. Oh, I will say some of the blame has to go with the 8 episode shit because they have to mash everything together, and so you have to get like a lot of the plot on the screen, and that's one of the main issues with the writing because everyone is just so serious. And they said this in like an article. They're like, yeah, we want a Game of Thrones feel and make it serious. So I mean, part of it's on their fault for wanting it to be super serious. You know, Aang is very, very serious. Like very, very serious. Like I see like whenever Team Avatar is together, they're like, oh, we have to go here and I have to do this. I have to be like this. They keep telling me, I don't care. Just do it. I was, oh my gosh, I watched the Charlie review. I'm like, yes, why are you telling me this? Like I don't understand. But they just tell you everything. They like baby you. They try to hold your hand like it's a RPG video game where they tell you everywhere to go. Like, I don't need that. Give me Elden Ring. But yeah, like with Team Avatar, it's just so stale and just like, oh my gosh, I love you guys. Do you really? Like, do you really? Like, yeah, you guys are together and shit, but like, they just, because of the 8 episodes and because of how, oh, I need the Game of Thrones feel. It's a lot, you know, to take in, I guess. Not really, because they tell you all of it. But like, it's just the whole cluster of bumblefuck. Aang has like, he's still like a kid. Like, they're like, oh, you're not a kid. You're the Avatar. You're the Avatar. You have to be the Avatar. You gotta, this is all your fault. Like, yes, we know. You don't have to keep telling us. Oh my gosh. I feel like they would have benefited more if it wasn't 8 episodes, just like all the other Netflix shows. Like, if it had like 1 episode of Aang just like goofing around with his friends, then it'd be cool. Because how I see it, Zuko and Aang have more in common than Katara and Sokka. I feel like they're more close than Katara and Sokka because Katara and Sokka, it's just, Sokka is like, he's just there to just be there. That's how it feel. And Katara, I mean, it's a little bit better because, you know, they have the romance later on in the show, but like, it's still, But I mean, overall, I wouldn't blame the actors because they're told the script and they go with the script. Yeah, so they're doing their part. It's really on the writers and then on Netflix for giving them like 8 episodes. I feel like it probably would have been better if they were given like 1 or 2 more episodes where Aang gets like, because they said they cut off like all the parts where he's goofing around and shit, but it's just him being a kid. It fleshes like everything out more and it gives more character depth with their dynamic because they kind of really don't have a dynamic. I feel the dynamic between Aang and Zuko already. Like, you can already tell they're gonna be tight knit later on. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people like, oh my gosh, why the actor do? No, don't blame the actors. The actors are fine. Yeah, they're good. I like the casting, but it's really just it's the script. It's the writing. I would give the show like a 6. Yeah, it's a mid show. It's definition of mid. There's a lot of shows I rated like a 6. Like Shadow and Bone, pure 6. But the Avatar, I feel like, I don't know, because I watched the show and I know what happens and I know like everything is missing, you know? So it's just like, like I'm trying to not compare it, but even like without comparing it, it's still, ugh. If they had 1 or 2 more episodes, or like if the original writers like possibly stayed, you know, we probably would have had something better. It's a solid 6. IGN gave it a 7. I wouldn't get more than I wouldn't go more than a 7. Yeah, I really wouldn't. Well, I watched this. Like, I enjoyed watching it. Like, it's fine to watch, and I watched season 2. But it's just like there's a lot of like. Especially now, I'm like, oh no, we're not gonna get Wan Shi Tong's library. No. So a little bit upset about that. Like a lot of good plot and shit is just gonna be gone. Because a lot of shit was mashed into the season, you know, Wan Shi Tong, Ko, you know, Mashu. And now we know Ba Sing Se is gonna be big as shit probably next season. That's probably gonna be the entire season. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna be doing, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, yeah, it's pretty more serious than the actual show. I think that kind of hurts it. But also, I kind of understand it because there's 8 episodes. But then they also said themselves like, oh, we're going for a more serious feel. So it's also kind of partly on them too. But I think season 2 might be better. We'll see if they probably will make season 2 just because it's a Netflix show. That's what they do with all Netflix shows. Good, bad, you get a season 2. Yeah, you're just guaranteed a season 2. It don't matter. Yeah, you just give it 2 seasons. But then after the 2nd season, you're gone. Yeah, you're gone, so. Ciao. Every Netflix show is all fated to end at season 2. Don't matter if you good or bad, you get a season 2, but then you're getting immediately cut. Should I watch the live action or the show, the animated show? Watch the animated show. Because in the animated show, I mean, you're gonna get more episodes and shit. You're gonna get more plot. And, like, there's a lot of good plot that they took out of it. I would even say some critical character development, you know, in certain characters. I think, like, overall, it's better. If you're an Avatar fan, you're not missing out. You're not missing out if you don't watch it. Let's just say that. Because what it's doing right now, it's going a different route. You know, just like anime sometimes does different shit than the actual source material. That's what it's doing. Like, it's somewhat following the main story. But, yeah. Yeah.
Shot at a black man and took his shoes. Customized my AR like a Black Ops 2. Just scammed a white kid out of some Gorilla Glue. I don't wanna fuck this bitch, she smell like poo-poo.